They need to switch something up. I'm not gonna do any of that, but I do feel like this video is kind of, meant to be made for like a while. Well, maybe not like a while, but like, it's been really thought of. I mean, mainly just from this year alone, I've had really a huge experience on like what it's really like to be on this platform for not a full year, but like a year where like, you learn from like the year before and you develop over time. I just need to make this out of the way, but I am like terrible at, doing videos like this. That's why I only just like stick to doing shorts, but I need to point this out because I can't just do something out of nowhere and expect you guys to all know this. Especially like, even if it's 200 of you guys, which thank you so much. I know 200 is not a lot alone, but who knows? I mean, if you're not grateful for one thing, then you're never going to be grateful for anything. But I just need to shut up and get straight directly to the point. I'm finally going to be rebranding the name after 2 years and going through 2 years of experience and changing the Lazy Plus Squad to something like a little bit more different. The way I want to design this is to like keep the lazy part still in the name because that's kind of been something that really grew on me a lot, mainly, and maybe a little bit too much. But I feel like it kind of has a little bit of a good purpose though. I feel like it would bring a nice ring to it as long as it's just like, in a perfectly good name. Like when you have something like this, you probably might not use this a lot, which is okay. I mean, that's fine. Compared to this. Even though both of these type of videos are still hard to watch because it's mainly just my opinion, but I don't really care like what you want to say about my opinion. You can say whatever you want because everybody has a voice. I'm not gonna act like you don't. I mean, like, shoot, if you don't agree with my opinion, then that's fine. I mean, I won't care. Like, what am I gonna like be scared because you're gonna try to find my address and hunt me down? But my point on that topic is mainly like the way I designed this name was for it to mainly just like only be about plushies. Like for me to like never actually show my face in almost like anything, maybe like here and there and everything, but like not really a whole lot. But I've kind of actually seen where that's really gotten because, taking a plushie and just like doing a green screen off camera, you're like, what is this hand right here doing? Just like existing out of nowhere. Yeah, sometimes it's actually just better to like use your face rather than, having somebody else just do all the work and finding the perfectly good angle so people don't spot you on accident and actually just catch you with like, oh my gosh, what is that eye in the corner? Gee, that's creeping me out. Yo, I don't know if I'm gonna subscribe to this guy because I think it's better to just like actually show your face, even if you look ugly. It's fine. Like sometimes you don't actually look ugly. You just don't like the way you actually look, and it's better to just show your face rather than having another plushie just do all the work and taking all the credit for it and finding the perfectly good angle to not show your face even though you're probably going to show either way whether you like it or not. But yeah, I feel like with like those Fred videos right there, I think that's a good explanation when like you compare it to the ones that I've done, even though I haven't really done one in a while and I don't really know if I feel like getting back into it, which I mean, shoot, I'm a content creator, I can do whatever I want. Well, not really. But like those videos like right there show a perfectly good example on like, not showing your face and, just wanting people to think, gosh, who is this guy? Like after like, years you have like 1 million subscribers and you're wondering, who is this guy? I mean, like, he always has like some arm going off the corner, but I never actually seen his face. Rather than like, you actually show your full face, give your opinion, and people just like you for who you are, or maybe they don't, but that's fine. Like you don't have to like someone based off what they put. And that's kind of like the main gimmick on like what this year 2025 has mainly been. I mean, I'm still making like a compilation video of like the best of 2025 skits. I mean, I'm basically just gonna say skits at this point because I kind of toned down from like using plushies, even though like I try to get like back on some type of scale or whatever. The way I like to see things is that like when you're doing something old and like you compare it to what's going on now, like those old videos, that old series is just like it just gets forgotten about. But I don't really like doing stuff like that. I want to like do things that I actually want to see. Like if I have like an old series, like especially like the Puffin, or I guess you could call him the Penguin videos or whatever, where like he's just reacting to something like really silly, just saying bro what the, and then like he just like goes flying off screen and just freaking dies or whatever. Or yeah, that is a series that has like been like towards the start of my channel, and I still like keep those going. Like I still want to do those like every now and then. Like I literally just did one like not too long ago, like just like a few weeks ago. Even though I haven't really done them in a while, I still don't forget about those. I still don't try to like forget about my push. I mean, they're the reason why they like got me here on YouTube and why I'm making this video right now. So that way I could probably find like a better way to show you guys what you really want and how to entertain you guys better. I honestly don't know how, like, since I never do videos like this, I don't even know what this video is going to be classified as. I mean, shoot, if you're watching this, like, if you're asleep right now, you still got your TV on, and, you have me just, like, talking and everything, and then your parent walks in and is like, what the heck, who is this guy? Who are you watching right now? I mean, shoot, I don't really know. You could call it some kind of video like this, I guess, because I'm not gonna like swear or do anything like bad or whatever. I'm just gonna be like sitting here talking in the same seat that I've always been. But going back to the main topic, the real great way to express this channel is going from the lazy plush squad to that lazy dude. Because the way it works is that, like, it has a really nice ring to it. Like, when you keep on saying that, oh, wow, like, did you see what, like, the Lazy Plush Squad just posted? And then, like, it's just, like, a skit. Even though if the skit is good or bad, it's like, well, then, like, where's the plushies? I mean, like, isn't this supposed to be about plushies? I mean, like, I don't see one in here. Like, do you see one? I don't see it. Whether than, like, you say, yo, did you see what that lazy dude just posted on, like, YouTube or TikTok or Instagram Reels? And they're like, oh, yeah, he's so funny. I always like watching his videos. Yeah, they always give me, like, a good laugh for everything. Another thing that I should probably go ahead and just like say out. Another thing that I also don't like is like how you have something that starts from I don't really know like the beginning of a year, and then like you end it way too fast. Like like if you have something that starts in January and then you end on December 30th, like I absolutely like just hate it. I'm like, well, what is this? Why are you just like changing it all of a sudden? Like what I'm basically trying to say on that is that I'm not gonna be changing the channel's name like right as this video is being published, like right as the second as you're watching this video. I'm still gonna like leave it up. I'm just gonna change it right after New Year's because I wanted to still like show at least like its final moments on like what it's really done for not just this year, but basically just like this entire year that the entire 2 years I've actually been on YouTube mainly. Once we already get into 2026, then I'm gonna have the channel's name changed, and it's basically just gonna feel like a fresh new start. It's really just gonna give me like another way of just like seeing what my audience is like appealing to, and like how this is basically just gonna like change my life, really. Even if like I don't really care about how everything like turns out. I can't expect like a million subscribers to come out in like the next year, or even maybe even two, or who knows how much long though. I'm just like trying to see like how much this is really gonna grow by. Like if I go from like 200 subscribers to I don't really know, like even 100K. I mean, shoot, that'd be fine. Like that would really like just basically show like what you guys are really appealing towards, and like what I need to like keep watching out for, so that way I could keep making better content for you guys, because that's what I really want. Like this really basically is a 200 subscriber special. I can't like keep that out of the way. Like I really thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. I just need to appreciate this right now, because like if this happens to like change and I never feel grateful for that, I'm like, well, why didn't I get 100K like during the end of the year? It's like what have you done? Like you just only posted this and mangoes. I guess I did. Me and my wife got a divorce because I caught her cheating on me with my cousin. Wait, what the? No, please. The golden opportunity. Like this basically is like the 200 subscriber special. This is really like you guys getting what you want. Like a better way for me to express myself towards you, so that way like you could feel more entertained and want to keep watching my channel, rather than like unsubscribing and just letting me start back over, or to the point where I just end up quitting YouTube. Oh, and don't worry, this doesn't mean that you're never going to see the plushies again, even though that sometimes I kind of wish that could be the case, especially after what they've done like this.
Go away, you freaker! Oh, thanks, you ever right, so I mean no! Yeah, come on, well, shut up, Alex!
It mainly just means that they're going to be in like lesser videos. Well, obviously except for this series, which go ahead and say whatever you want about it. Just expect something good to come out of this. soon. But I really feel like, this channel's name is really going to be for the better, because it's mainly just going to, like, see where YouTube is actually going to bring me. And when, like, I actually choose to do the right things, I actually choose to give you guys what you want. I actually enjoy making these, which, I have been for like the last 2 years. I mean, shoot, all I just basically want to do is just, try to mainly just like impress people, like not just like you guys, even though that's been my focus mainly, but also and try to just, stand out there in the world and just be somebody that, you could just think about. Kind of sounds a little bit too inspirational. But yeah, for now, this is just something that you could just look forward to. I mean, even though the channel's name is just going to stay up for like, till the end of the year, and then it's going to change like, probably during the first day of 2026, then yeah, just expect, awesome content, more awesome content, everything. Okay.